spare change for the homeless?
Sorry, I don't have anything.
Hey man, that's cool. Cause I may not have a home, but that's way okay. Cause I prefer to roam the streets all day. The house, the dogs are my food. Oh, look, a new blouse and a new trash can do. I used to want to kill them all, but high on bath salt zombie drugs for snacking on a dead man's face. But that just feels like yesterday's song takes all the pain away. My politics and house views changed. Gets it on the concrete. Used to hurt a lot, but now I got new feet. And this.
Oh look, Heather's going to whine, whine, whine all night. You don't deserve to live. Why not kill yourself? Here, have a sedative. Whine, whine, whine. There's no Santa Claus. You're pathetic. Big.
Unless I get what I shit, it's Gerald. All right, keep going. Don't say the shit part. Yeah, that's good. Don't say the shit part. No, guys.
Now, he wishes his precious investment returned, even if he must rip it from my corpse.
Seems like a waste of a perfectly handsome elf.
You're so dun 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 dun. You're so dun.
Everywhere I go, I keep her picture in my wallet like.
Take a look at my boyfriend. He's the only one I got. Not much of a boyfriend. Never seem to get along.
Taco, I want to know.
Yeah?
Was this call for business or pleasure?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of both. I for sure didn't want to be
Seriously dangerous. So, why are you doing this, Taco? Why aren't you doing a safer career?
because I'm worried no one else will have me.
Wow, that was a very. He starts looking around desperately, and he says, "There's something here. There's something here, Taco."
I feel it too.
It was not this. There's something here. It was in the Miller's lab too. I could feel it. It's dead and it's powerful. We'll start with you.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Hello,
Taco.
Yeah. Hello.
You've died 8 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That trap.
No, that's not my fucking ending.
He yells, "Susan!"
I hate Susan. You know that.
You don't have to like her for her to feed the cat. What do you do?
I pull out the Umbra staff, and I point at Lucretia.
She's just kind of staring you down.
10. 9.
She's, Taco, I know you're upset.
I draw the flaming, raging, poisoning sword of doom and point it at her.
Listen.
7.
Please listen to me. Please.
6.
Please.
What the hell are you doing? 5.
The chance to explain yourself was, about a dozen memories ago.
You fucking took everything from me.
I know that things went wrong. I know I shouldn't have kept you all in the dark for as long as I did. I swear, I had no idea how arduous a task this was going to be. I know I have a lot to atone for, but please, I'm begging you, let me finish this, and then we can talk about it.
Fine. You know, honestly, do whatever you want. I don't care anymore.
Taco, please, just trust me. It's what we did to this world. You know it wasn't right. We made a promise almost 100 years
Lucretia,
ago.
Do you realize that you remember that Taco just realized he lost his sister? This isn't the time for you to explain yourself. Taco, listen. I know this is tough, but you found her. Maybe not how you expected to, but when you weren't looking, you found her. That's the connection. That's how strong your connection is to Loop. She's still helping you. You're still working together. And she wouldn't want you to give up.
I have to do. And I'm on board for whatever the plan is. But understand this. I have nothing, and I don't give a shit. The world is ending, and I don't care.
I'm just going to go above your head there, Johan, and go see the director about this, because I'm not going to rest easy until we know how this thing operates, until we know more about it, because I don't feel comfortable putting the fate of the entire...
What is your name? What name do I make it out to?
My name is Lucas.
Lucas Human Man.
Human Man.
No. I was having a conversation with your lackey here. We don't know anything about this. We don't know anything about this creature, and we're putting all of our faith into it. What if it... Wait, what? We don't know its life expectancy. What if it just dies of old age?
Are they talking
Where will we be
about Taco?
then? What?
I know you love him, but it's over, mate. It doesn't matter, put the phone away. It's never easy to walk away.
When my mom walked into the living room, she said, boy, you gotta tell me what they did to you. I said, you don't wanna know the things I had to do. She said, son, you gotta tell me why you're black and blue. I said I didn't want trouble. I'm the boy in the bubble. But then came
He's scrambling backwards away from you guys.
I'm walking right at him. I did not stop moving when I landed. I'm gonna fucking squeeze the life out of that little weasel.
Okay, he's saying, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna fucking kick your ass, little man. Like, as a scientist, you have disappointed, you have let down the concept of experimentation and science. You're a coward, and I hate you.
He starts sniffling. With the stone, I was able to create the mirrors that she needed, and my mother was able to complete her life's work, but it was...
Lucas?
Yeah.
Is your mother the robot?
Something went wrong.
Yeah.
That I'd lose her again.
She's gone, Lucas. Would your mother have struck you?
No.
Your mother is gone. Help us fix this.
Okay.
Good.
He's got tears welling up.
Good. I drop him in a heap on the ground.
He says, I'm sorry, I thought I could still save her. I thought I could still diffuse this situation myself. I thought if I'm worried that...
If you weren't so stupid, I could have loved you.
Ghosts are a concept almost as old as time. The people we love are here for a while, and then they're gone. And humans have always struggled to understand what happens to them.
You see a light in the distance, and you hear Lucas say, "My lab."
No, let's be considered. He probably did a lot of good math on there.
Did you know that people with guilty consciences are more easily startled by loud noises? I'm sorry, I don't know why that went off. Anyway, just an interesting science fact.
You all scared me so bad. What are you doing here? Why'd you come to visit?
It's Miller time.
No, wait, he had that backwards. It's time, Miller.
Oh, right.
I graduated at the top. I like to take advantage of the bourgeoisie. So if you have a fantasy of being a queen, maybe you should blow a couple bucks on me. We'll never get free. Empty the slaughter. What you gonna do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gonna do when there's blood in the water?
I don't like your little game. Don't like your tilted stage. The role you made me play. You fool. No, I don't like you.
Last night I told you I loved you. Woke up, blamed it on the vodka. I genuinely thought I was dying, and I could see that smile you were hiding. Last night I told you I need you. That's the last time I drink tequila.
Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests?
Don't need any help from me, sir.
That's right.
Hey, clear the way in the old bazaar. Hey, let us know it's a bright new start. Oh, come be the first on your block to meet his eye. Here he comes, ring the bells, bang the drums. Ah, you're gonna love this guy.
Taco's not a hero.
Taco would watch the world burn if it meant like the people he really cared about, were safe and protected.
Tell everybody I'm on my way.
Will you stop it?
New friends and new places to see.
Let's review. Let's do. Thank you. I hope we rhyme like this the whole way through. I hope so too. Yoo-hoo! So, let's start with the fact that the wedding was a total bust. It was? It was. It's just that going didn't pay off quite like we discussed. You mustn't think that going to a wedding to support your friends would have any sort of self-serving ends. I don't. But how about more than just hello? Yeah, something's iffy. Glad you're with me. That the state of things is icky. Is there something here we're missing? Maybe. No! I mean, you know that we've gone through all of this before. We four had helped you make the proper choice of wedding over your... Spare me the rest. Yet the comic for a film that could have been my break. Yeah, you could say. And no one wanted you to go more than that slimy snake. Who pushed to do the egocentric thing auditioning? Yeah, that's deceit. A part of you so hard to chew it left me lost at sea. If our goals aligned with this, what would that say? I felt forsaken. You were saying that we both have lost our way. But in your face I saw this pain, and so I made this choice. And now I have a restless head. And my bad, I'll just feel this way. What way? The bagels! No. What? Maybe. A bagel? What? No. Maybe. No. That's not what... Nietzsche famously rejected the notion that pity was a virtue. He once claimed that pity runs counter to the instincts that preserve and enhance the value of life. So Thomas is... Well, you can't exactly learn how to care about others from a book, can you? I don't... Actually, I would like to know, Patton, what should Thomas do in that kind of situation? I don't know! Seems like things worked out after all. Guess I was wrong about everything. You and I both know that's not true. This isn't working. This entire conversation has become so muddled due to a constant, misleading misuse of conscientious language. You'll need a sharp side to cut through all this bull. Frog. A sort of subterfuge specialist. The Lord of the Lies. I'm happy to oblige. You'll need a sharp side to cut through all this bull. Frog. A sort of subterfuge specialist. The Lord of the Lies. I'm happy to oblige. Whoop, whoop! Reptilian Rapscallion! Reptilian Rapscallion! We've got a code yellow! Deceit! What have you done with Logan? Nothing at all, and I resent the question. Hold on! What are you talking about, Deceit? Who's misleading who? Patton's misleading you.
Frogwash! I may be amphibian, but I can't say that I am fibbing.
That's richer than Jeff Bezos coming from the self-proclaimed Lord of the Lies. Do keep it up with the wordplay. It never gets old. He didn't mislead you on purpose, Thomas. I don't think the little guy, or the big frog, is capable of that sort of thing. Patton, I'm loving this new direction that you're going with your rhetoric, sprinkling in a few maybes, who knowses, or what do you think? Why are you doing that?
Because I found out that I was being too tough on Thomas and it was driving him hopping mad. So, I tried to share my thoughts in a softer way.
Right, because making Thomas feel inadequate for not dying in someone else's stead isn't tough at all. Here's the thing, Patton. Pushy is pushy. That faux flexible rhetoric that you're using to soften your approach doesn't change your intentions. It just disguises them. So what, we're supposed to do a complete 360 and head right back into Selfish City? You mean a 180. Don't you talk to me about math! You're not Fogan anymore. That's faux Logan. If you're too slogan, you're right. So why don't we move on to something we're both familiar with, Roman? Mistakes. I was actually very impressed with you. You made such a noble sacrifice. Don't try to flatter me, Snake. I don't need to flatter you now, Roman. I mean this. You, in particular, made a significant sacrifice when you sentenced Thomas to attend the wedding instead of the callback. That was a costly choice.
Thomas lost a huge opportunity and a good amount of mental health points in the name of being there for his friends. He didn't get anything out of it other than a new high score in Word Crush. That's the closest to an act of true selflessness that I believe is possible. And look, it served no one. Lee and Mary Lee seem to have appreciated Thomas. So if they gained nothing, and we lost something, then it was a net loss. So maybe selflessness isn't always the answer. Okay, well, that's over and done with, so what now? You need to unlearn that selfish is a dirty word. And for your sake, you need to start practicing a little more selfishness. In moderation, as all things should be. Well, almost all things. What do you mean by almost all things? You're right, we wouldn't want to plant too many trees. Just think of all the CO2 that might be absorbed. Huh? You got me there. Well, when is it enough? Trees? No, selfishness! How long must we act selfishly until Thomas is ready to start putting more good into the world? A good question for another time. But I'm sure you'd have us believe that that time will never come. And even if... Oh, shit. Not that any of you care, but I am unharmed, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm just here to deliver one last fact, then I will do you all a favor and spare you my company. Oh, Logan, Peter Singer is an Australian philosopher and activist who champions the movement known as effective...
So what's your Aquarius? That's...
Slow down my Lamborghini for
This is not your fault.
Yes, it is.
Alice?
It's all your fault. That's the last thought I had before they broke down the door. I'm not your girl anymore. I'm not that tween that you drove here for. I'm not your girl anymore. I overtook her body with an infectious spore. You left me out of your sight for 1 second, and look what happens. Nightmare time. It's worse than you could imagine. Not sex and not drugs, just alien invading minds. No more family vacays together, 'cause your only daughter's under the weather. And if you actually paid attention to me,
asking what is up with me. Could never tell you what happened the day I turned 17. The rise of the king and the fall.
You look really pretty.
Therefore I have value?
No, that's not what I meant at all. I was just...
I'm messing with you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You look pretty too.
oh my gosh, opera glasses.
So cute.
The last remaining story to tell. That guy who didn't like musicals. I mean, what the fuck?
Dumbass tip song. Oh, sorry. Get your cup of roasted coffee, your morning cup of Joey. We'll make a jam and cup of Java mocha latte with the froth for you, Jack. Frappuccino with a freshly on the street at Starbucks. I quit. You can't quit, Emma.
Yeah, I sure as hell can.
The song is so simple. We'll teach it to you. Why, everyone here will be singing it soon.
What are you talking about?
They've all had their coffee. Their apotheosis will be upon them at any moment. Get a cup of poison coffee, your toxic cup of Joey. We'll make a twisted cup of Java mocha latte with a goof for you, Jack, 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 Jack. Hey, Mr. Business, how do you?
I just remembered what happened in September. I'm the one who killed them all. I survived after the fall.
Down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelon rocks, where the watermelon rocks. If you go home, just don't get caught, just don't get caught. But the fourth dimension is my own mansion. It's all messed up, I don't care, 'cause what fun is there in ever making sense? Did I get lost along the way, lose my mind for a new identity? I quite enjoy ruining your day, and I just wanna cause a... And she means everything to me.
Take a hit, Alice!
I don't think I oughta. Look, she doesn't have to if she doesn't want to, okay?
Oh, come on, Deb, that's not how it works! You're either in the smoke club or you're out!
Okay, well then maybe we're out.
If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the...
Feeling very proud, you're singing far too loud. That's the way that this song goes. You're standing on my toes, singing our song that goes like this.
Did you know Mom let Deb sleep over? And you're right about Deb, she's a hardcore stoner. And if you wonder what led your daughter astray, well, Daddy wasn't here to stay. Not your seed, I'm not your perfect teen. I'm fucking 17, at least I was before you left me. Why does it hurt to love you? Why am I in pain? Why does it hurt to know you? You let me down again.
They're only human, they don't see who they are, it's who they'll always be. Only human after all, so they push and they shove
With this thing they call love,
till they...
That my first boyfriend turned out to be a bunch of gnomes.
Look on the bright side. Maybe the next one will be a vampire.
Oh, you're just saying that.
When are we?
The real question is, when are we? Oh, wait, did you already?
I already.
'Cause I was gonna...
Yes, same. We're heading into town right now to interrogate the murderer.
We have an axe!
This seems like the kind of thing a responsible parent wouldn't want you doing. Good thing I'm an uncle. Avenge me, kids! Avenge me!
Please don't do it.
Demon?
Stop calling it that.
Demon!
Stop it. Stop talking to it.
No, I just want to talk to the demon.
Who am I?
Who am I? What are you even saying? I'm the loser of the game you didn't know you were playing.
Let's play another game.
This time I get to win.
Lives on the line.
Winner takes all.
On a scale of 1 to 10, exactly how much am I going to despise this little plan of yours?
I'd say a solid 85.
Oh, good.
Taking a picture.
There's no in between, 'cause if I get up bad, then I will be the leader of the dark and the bad. And there's a devil on my shoulder where the angels he used to be, and he's calling me the queen.
Ready to win. The last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. I just started weighing asking what I'm thinking about.
I'm getting jiggy with a rifle. I'll pull the trigger with my eyes closed, hoping to hit you somewhere vital. And when I miss you coming,
Could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, let me down. I remember tears streaming down your face when you said I'll never let you go. Heartbeat to the beat of a drum. Oh, what a shame that you can't hear what's up. Heaven forbid someone whisper
phone but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time.
And I think I just realized I would say anything to come off a little more interesting. That's